Today we are going to play a strategy game that simulates the military standoff between North and South Korea. This will hopefully be a fun way to learn more about the topic while also sharpening our strategic minds. Now, obviously parts of this game are going to be unrealistic because in order to have a fair game, it has to be balanced, even though reality itself is unbalanced. Regardless, students will get a chance to experiment with military planning and some of the basic strategic concepts that entails, helping them gain a deeper understanding of the topic. Alright, enough talking about it, let's actually get to how to play. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is divide into two teams. We're going to have North Korea and South Korea. Each round, those teams will select a combination of nukes, troops, and or missile defense to score points. After each team has secretly selected them, their selections will be revealed, and the militaries will be scored. The team with the most points after 3 rounds will be declared the winner. So, when a round is scored, here's how you count it up. First, you get 500 points for each troop. Troops are a nice guaranteed way to get points. Nukes are worth 1,000 points, so they're worth twice as much as troops, but as you see, missile defense can block them. Missile defense is not worth any points on its own, but each missile defense you choose will block 2 other nukes. Now, as you're about to see, there are many different types of strategies. You could have an all-in strategy where you choose a lot of troops or a lot of nukes. You could also have a diversified strategy where you choose a little bit of all 3. Regardless of which strategy you try, make sure to pay attention to what your opponent is doing so you can counter their strategy. That is one of the keys to this game, as you will see in just a second. So as previously mentioned, there will be 3 rounds of scoring. In the first round, each team will select 4 things. In the second round, they'll select 5, and in the third round, they'll get to select 6 different troops, nukes, or missile defense of their choice. We'll do 1 round at a time. After each round, the selections will be revealed and the points will be scored. Let's take a look at an example game just to give you an idea of how it could happen. So, after much deliberation, our teams came to the following decisions. South Korea decided to go with 2 troops, a nuke, and a missile defense, while North Korea went with 4 nukes. So, South Korea's missile defense is going to cancel out with 2 of North Korea's nukes. Now we can score round 1. South Korea gets 2,000 points because troops are worth 500 each, nukes are worth 1,000. And then North Korea also gets 2,000 points because nukes are 1,000 apiece. So they both have the same score, even though they got there through different ways. They're tied after 1 round. Students can now take a couple minutes to think about what they want to do in the next round. How will they react to what the other teams have done in the first round? After much deliberation, here's what our teams have decided. South Korea went with 3 troops, 2 missile defense, and North Korea has completely changed their strategy by going all in with 5 troops. South Korea has remained consistent, while North Korea has made a big change. Let's see what happens. So, first we will cross off South Korea's missile defense, and since North Korea doesn't have any nukes this round, it turns out they're a complete waste. They'll be worth 0 points, and unfortunately, were a bad move by South Korea this turn. After that, we can go ahead and score the troops and nukes. Well, there are no nukes, so we just score the troops. South Korea has 3, that gets them 1,500 points. North Korea has 5, that gets them 2,500. It turns out that by switching their strategy, North Korea actually gained an advantage this round by making South Korea waste their missile defense. Now students have a few minutes to decide what to do in round 3. Now it appears the tables have turned. South Korea is the one that has changed their strategy while North Korea has remained consistent. It appears South Korea went with 5 nukes and 1 missile defense, while North Korea went with 6 troops. It does turn out, though, that South Korea wasted missile defense once again, since North Korea doesn't actually have any nukes for it to block. Luckily for South Korea, their strategy still paid off. Because they had 5 nukes, they got 5,000 points. North Korea had no missile defense to block it. North Korea, on the other hand, gets 3,000 points. 6 troops times 500 apiece gives them 3,000. So in the end, when you total it all up, South Korea wins by 1,000 points. Clearly you can see how changing strategies throughout the game can help you, but it could also hurt you. Predicting what your opponent's going to do while also making sure they can't predict what you're going to do is the key to the game. There's a lot of good strategies. Hopefully you all have fun playing it and also learn something from it. Thanks for listening, and I hope you all have fun with the game.